But yeah, Manchester United losing to Newcastle though, it's just it's a shambles. It's a shambles the way we went about that game. I'm gonna get into the player ratings in a minute, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm it's just a joke. It's an absolute joke how these players went about that game today. And these players really do need a kick up the arse. And just I don't know, but it's just that game. It really gave me kind of flashbacks of. Just gave me flashbacks of last season. It honestly gave me flashbacks of last season because the players cannot be bothered. And like I would say it's his second worst game as Manchester United manager. After obviously the Liverpool game, it's his second worst game because let's be real, the players couldn't be asked. He seemed to give up on the players today, just sat on the bench, not doing anything. So, yeah, honestly, joke. And I'm honestly fed up with it. To be fair, I'm honestly fed up, and like we need to be winning games again. We need to win games again at this moment in time. We're just really struggling to get momentum going and be able to win. And it's honestly the most frustrating thing ever. To be fair, honestly, so frustrating. With that performance today. But yeah, we will get into the player ratings now then. Let's jump into the player ratings after that. I mean, honestly, what a joke of a performance by Manchester United again. And it's just, I know, but it just keeps on. It's not good signs for us at all at the moment. It's not looking good. It's honestly not looking good at all. And yeah, like something needs to change. Something huge needs to happen. Something huge needs to change at this club because we haven't been playing well for ages now. It's been ages the last time we had a good game. Honestly, like I'm honestly fed up. And just the attitude as well, it just really off puts you and just, yeah, as I said, gives you those whole bloody flashbacks to last year. So yeah, it's honestly a piss take. Let's do our player ratings now then. There's nothing else to do, so let's do that. There's nothing else to say, so let's do the player ratings. In goal, David De Gea. David De Gea today, in my opinion, gets he can get a 6. He made a great double save in the first half and was doing great today. Actually, you know what? He can get a 7 because if it wasn't for De Gea, then we probably would have lost that game around 6-0 today. So yeah, if it wasn't for De Gea, then that would have not have been pretty for us at all. So yeah, De Gea can actually get a 7 after that performance today, in my opinion. 7 for De Gea. Diego Dallo gets a 3. I thought he was absolutely shocking throughout that game, doing my nothing throughout, and I thought he's just, I don't know. Where was Wan-Bissaka today? I think he's ill or injured or something. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but yeah. Varane 4, I thought was dreadful today. He's all over the place the whole game. Varane, yeah, he was all over the place. He was all over the place throughout that match today, and he was extremely poor to watch. Extremely poor during that game, and so disappointing with his. I'm so disappointed with Varane's performance today. I'm not gonna lie, it was very disappointing stuff to see. To be completely honest with you, very disappointing. I don't know, but him and Martinez just seemed all over the shop. They just didn't seem right today at all. Neither of them seemed right today. To be fair, and those two are usually two of our best players. So, I mean, no, like they still need to be criticised after that, though. Like, yeah, they're two of our best players at Manchester United, but like they still need to be criticised after that. They cannot get away with that performance because Varane and Martinez today, in my opinion, were absolutely shocking and were just, I don't know, they were just taking the piss just throughout the game, really. So, yeah, a shocking performance by them during that game today. I'm absolutely furious with them, to be fair, and I'm sure Eric Ten Hag will be as well. Eric Ten Hag will be furious with those two because they were, I don't know, but they were just not at the races at all today. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I just honestly don't know what the issue is at the moment in time with this team, but it's just honestly nowhere near good enough. And a massive improvements are needed going into our next games. To be completely honest with you, massive improvements are needed, because if we play like that, we're going to go absolutely nowhere. We're going to go absolutely nowhere playing like that. So Varane gets a 4 and Martinez gets a 4 as well. Yeah, I'm honestly just shocked by their performances today, in my opinion. I'm honestly shocked by their performances, because it's honestly the worst I've seen those two. Honestly, it's honestly a joke how awful Varane and Martinez were today. Just all over the place the whole time, all over the pitch, messing around, and yeah, it was weird to see from those two. It was really weird and strange to see how awful they both were today. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, it's who's next then on the player ratings? Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, drop a like as well if you're new. Luke Shaw's next. For what the bloody hell was he doing today? Luke Shaw was absolutely shocking today, in my opinion. I just don't, what was he doing? What was that man trying to do in that game today? I do not know. But he was awful. He was absolutely shocking, absolutely awful throughout that game today. And I'm honestly shocked by his performance today and how awful he was throughout that game. It's absolute shambles how awful Luke Shaw was today, and I'm fuming with him. I'm absolutely fuming with that performance from Luke Shaw today. Nowhere near good enough, and he was not at the races in the slightest today. Fuming. Sabitzer 5. I thought Sabitzer was one of our best players today. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think Sabitzer was one of our best players, and that's saying something as well, because Sabitzer wasn't even that good today. To be honest with you, so. Yeah, but yeah, Sabitzer was one of our best players. Simple as. Sabitzer was one of our best players on the pitch, but he still was not great at all today. So that basically just shows you and just tells you how awful we were today. To be fair, and I honestly just don't get it. I do not get why and what we were trying to get out of that game today. I just don't know. It's strange. It was a real bloody strange, weird and awful performance from us. And I'm not as annoyed, because I expected us to lose today. And yeah, because I knew, Newcastle, it's always a really tough place to go. It's a really hard place to go. I knew this coming into this game. It's going to St James's Park is it's always tough to win there. But it's just the way that we approached that game and the way that we lost, and the players not giving a shit. Kind of, that's the thing which has really annoyed me and has given me massive flashbacks to last season. So, yeah, that's the frustrating thing, in my opinion. Just the way we approached that game and giving us flashbacks from last year. Scott McTominay, what am I giving him? Bloody hell, he was awful today. He gets a 1. Scott McTominay was absolutely dreadful today. He's a massive reason why we lost. He's a massive reason why we lost. Why was he even bloody playing? Sir Ten Hag, take responsibility for that. Why, when Fred has been playing so well recently in every game, and we know for a fact that when Casemiro's not here, Fred is more than capable of being able to control the midfield. Scott McTominay We know, and you should know from past errors, Eric Ten Hag, he cannot control a midfield to save his life. He cannot do it. So from past mistakes you've made, you've still gone on and you've started that Scottish clown in the midfield today. I just don't see why. So he gets a 1. Bruno 4, I thought was dreadful. Bloody hell. His attitude in it just is, it's a joke, and he's meant to be the captain again. And it's just like what we saw during that Liverpool game where his attitude was all over the place. His gestures and everything were just a joke to see. So, yeah, Bruno gets a 4. 4 was dreadful today, if I'm being honest with you. My bloody God. Awful game. Bloody awful from him today. Shocking performance. Anthony gets a 2. I don't know. A 2, a 4. Yeah, he was dreadful today. He was dreadful today, Anthony. But yeah, as I said, I give him above a 2. A 2 is a bit off, so give him a 4. But it's just that he's consistently playing awful, though, which is the thing. He's just consistently playing awful. Rashford, 4. Barely saw him today. Bloody awful Rashford today. Wout Weghorst, 2. Awful all game today. He wasn't as annoyed. He wasn't as frustrating me as Scott McTominay was, but he was still really frustrating me. So he can get a 2. McTominay got a 1, by the way. If you're only just joining, but yeah, very frustrating performance today from him. From Wout Weghorst, awful. Sancho 4 came on, did nothing. Martial 5. I thought he was actually looked pretty good when he came on. Good to have him back. He's playing well when he's back. So hopefully, please stay fit, Martial, because we need you to play instead of that stick Wout Weghorst up front. So Martial, please stay fit for the rest of the season. He won't. He'll probably get injured in the Brentford. He'll probably start against Brentford, then get injured during that game, knowing him. He just gets injured after he plays a full game. Lindelof gets a 4. Fred 5. Piastri 5. Eric Ten Hag 4. Or even a 3 today. Yeah, I'd actually give Ten Hag a 3. And Ten Hag, I mean, yeah, he's came in, he's done brilliant for us, as we always say, but he needs to be hugely criticised after that performance. Awful decision-making. Why are you starting that Scottish clown, Scott McTominay? I should never know. When Fred's proven time and time again, when Casemiro's not here, Fred can do the job. Bloody hell, why didn't he start Fred? Because he wanted a bit more physicality. Bloody hell, Fred's physical enough. He might have wanted someone big in the midfield today, but Fred's bloody physical enough. Fred's more than happy to get involved, get properly stuck in. That's why I like Fred. But McTominay, oh my God, he just stretches his leg out as far as he can and misses half the time. He's dreadful. Bloody hell, Scott McTominay, just keep him away from the team. I don't want to see him for a long time. Keep him away from this team. Honestly, who's man of the match? I think I'll give it to Martial or De Gea. You can give it to, but I'll give it to Anthony Martial today because I thought when he came on, he actually looked all right. But if you give it to De Gea, then I don't blame you. To be fair. Because, yeah, if it wasn't for De Gea, then it would have been about 11 bloody nil. So, so that's the player ratings done. Let's have a look at these bloody disgraceful stats, which we're going to have a look at now. Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at these disgraceful stats then. Let's have a look. Okay, so 54% possession for Manchester United. With 54% possession, did absolutely nothing with the ball. 22 shots for Newcastle, 6 shots for us, 6 shots for Man United today. Shots on target, 6 for Newcastle, 1 shot on target for Man United out of the 6. Bloody hell. Total passes, 344 for Newcastle, 404 for Man United. 263 passes completed for Newcastle. 326 passes completed for Man United. Tackles won, 18 for Newcastle, 12 for Man United. Aerial duels won, 14 for Newcastle, 8 for Man United. I mean, shambles. I honestly think we're going to lose to Brentford, to be fair. Yeah, I honestly think we might actually lose to Brentford or even draw to them. Playing like that because we've been playing well and we've been playing awful recently. So let's have a look at like how well we've been, like how awful we've been playing. So 3-1 against Fulham. Yeah, we won the game, but we were shocking throughout the game. Real Betis, that was the most boring game ever. We weren't good in that at all. Southampton 0-0. We were awful in that game. Real Betis 4-1. Yeah, we were good in that game. Liverpool 7-0. Bloody hell. West Ham 3-1. We were actually pretty poor in that game as well, to be fair. Bloody hell. And then the last good game we played was the Carabao Cup final and the Barcelona game. But yeah, bloody hell. Awful performance today. And, you know, I'm honestly just lost for words after it, to be fair, because, you know, you can't play like that at this stage in the season where, you know, everyone's fighting with top four and, you know, this could bloody be slowly slipping away. Oh, and by the way, we're now 4th place and we played the same amount of games as Newcastle. Bloody hell. 4th place. We're probably going to finish 4th. Because we seem really inconsistent at the moment. So we're probably going to finish 4th. Or we'll imagine if we don't. And Tottenham have just sacked their manager, so they'll have new momentum. Bloody hell, don't be surprised if we don't even finish top 4 at this rate, playing like that. Bloody hell, like, who are Newcastle playing in the next games? They got West Ham away, then they got Brentford away. Okay, so who have we got? Let's go through our next 2 Prem games. We got Brentford. Okay, we got Brentford. And then we got Everton. Okay, so we'll probably lose or draw to Brentford, most likely. We will get top 4. I reckon we will win the Europa League and finish 3rd and 4th and lose the FA Cup final. I don't think we'll get to the FA Cup final, to be fair. I think we'll lose to Brighton because I just think, you know, we're just too inconsistent. We're playing too much and, you know, playing like that. Yeah, I honestly think we will lose to Brighton, to be fair. But yeah, we will have Casemiro back, but we can't just rely on just one bloody player the whole time. Casemiro, but yeah, he's our best player by a country mile. But yeah, as I said, you know, we can't just rely on him. He's one player. We can't just rely on him. Yeah, you know, it's always unfair the way that he's just getting sent off for no bloody reason. But still, like, but I still feel like if we started Fred today, it could have been different. But no, he started bloody Scott McTominay. Okay, so this is how I think we should line up against Brentford. This is what we should do. David De Gea in goal, obviously. De Gea in goal against Brentford. This is how we should start against Brentford. So, De Gea in goal. Centre-backs with Rana Martinez. Left-back Luke Shaw. Right-back Wan-Bissaka. Hopefully he's back. Centre midfield Sabitzer and Fred. I don't want to see any signs of Scott McTominay. Cam Bruno on the left, Rashford. On the right, Pelestri. Pelestri needs to start, in my opinion, on the right. And striker, Anthony Martial. No more Weghorst. And just hopefully he doesn't get injured. But he gets injured every time he plays a full 90 minutes, Martial. So, yeah, but hopefully he's going to be fully back now, Martial. And just hopefully he lasts us the rest of the season. Just hope that he lasts us the rest of the season, Martial. But yeah, let's just wait and play, see what happens. But yeah, awful performance today, and I've honestly had enough of just seeing. I've just had enough. of us bloody playing like that. It's so frustrating. Um, but yeah, I honestly just Newcastle. Like, I don't even think it was them being good today. I think it was us being absolutely dreadful. It was just the same as the Liverpool game. Like, no passion at all, and it's just bloody. But yeah, Eric Ten Hag needs to kick these players up the arse, and we're at Old Trafford when we play Brentford. We need to see a good performance at Old Trafford. Like, you cannot afford to, like, at the moment. Old Trafford's always rocky at the moment, and they cannot afford to upset all of us fans at Old Trafford. So, yeah, bloody hell. So yeah, Brentford on Wednesday. We should start Piastri and play. And these are the players that I do not want to see anywhere near the starting 11. McTominay, I do not want to see him. I want to see him in the reserves. Anthony, bench him. Don't want to see him. Sancho, bench him. Don't want to see him. Dallo, don't want to see him anywhere near the team. Yeah, that's that really. But I feel like we should. I mean, should Ten Hag? I don't think he should drop Bruno, but Bruno's attitude's not been great recently, so you kind of do need to send him a bit of a message just to try and get him to up his game a little bit more, if you get what I mean. Because Bruno recently, his attitude's stunk. Really, it's not been good to see from Bruno Fernandes. He's not been good to watch really recently. I mean, well, he usually does work. He's a usually really hard working player, Bruno Fernandes. I just don't know what's happened to him recently. He just seemed really off. Just seemed really off it. Bruno Fernandes just doesn't seem like this. He just doesn't seem the same, which is disappointing. But yeah, the changes made today, I just the overall team, I just think was wrong how it was picked today. I want to search up Aaron Wan-Bissaka because I don't know where he was. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, where was he? Where was he today? Was he ill or what was it with him? Why wasn't he starting? Okay. I don't know why he wasn't starting today, Wan-Bissaka. Where was he? I don't know where he was. I honestly do not know where Aaron Wan-Bissaka was at all today. He's ill. He was ill, so he should be. So he will be back for the Brentford game. Then I'm guessing. So it's only a bit of an illness for Wan-Bissaka. So hopefully he will be back for our next game. I hope. Bloody better be. He better be back for the Brentford game. Otherwise, it's going to be a real struggle, and it's going to be painful to watch. Seeing Diego Dallo take the right back spot again. He just hasn't been the same since the World Cup, Dallo. That's been Dallo's issue. Like, ever since we come back from the World Cup, he's been just way off it. He's just not been the same guy, if you see what I mean. I honestly don't know what's been up with Diego Dallo recently, but he's been extremely poor ever since we've been back from the World Cup, and Wan-Bissaka's been playing so well, and Dallo's been extremely poor. And Dallo, I'm not gonna lie, was one of the players that I was mostly impressed with, even going up to the World Cup. But then ever since we've come back from the World Cup, he's just been a shadow of his former self. So yeah, there's surely something weird going on there, which needs to be sorted. He is lacking in confidence a bit, but honestly, dreadful performance by him today. And yeah, honestly, like, I obviously really want him to do well, but if you're not going to play well, then get your ass out the team. And because Wan-Bissaka's out before being hit by Miles at this moment in time. So yeah. I'm trying to check a few more things, but I am so disappointed, so bloody disappointed with that result again. And we need to come back from it. But yeah, as I said earlier on, I thought we would lose the game. I did predict that we would lose, and I'm not surprised by the result at all. But I at least expected us to try a lot harder than that and give Newcastle an actual run for their money, because 2-0 does not reflect how that game went. We were dominated and played off the park today. We were absolutely dominated. Honestly, we were dreadful. Newcastle dominated us. We were dominated throughout that game. And if it wasn't for David De Gea, then don't even get me started on what the result could have been. But yeah, if it wasn't for David De Gea, then yeah, we would have been absolutely screwed today. And it would have been like the Liverpool result. It really, honestly would have been like the Liverpool result if we didn't have De Gea today. So thank bloody God we have him. And you still see people slating the guy. It's really unfair on him. But, he just needs to keep doing his thing. And hopefully we are able to persuade him to sign a new contract, because if I do remember rightly, he did reject his contract. But I do think it's because it was because though he did have a massive wage decrease, though, I believe I heard. So I think that's why he rejected it. But yeah, De Gea has come out and said that he loves the club and wants to stay. I want him to stay, obviously, and yeah, because there's not many shot stoppers in the world right now who are better than him. So yeah. But yeah, disappointing performance again. And, we need to play well. We need to start actually playing well again. Because, against Brentford, there needs to be a proper good response. There needs to be a proper response. Because today, we saw absolutely nothing. We saw absolutely nothing good today at all. No positive signs. Dreadful performance by Manchester United. Something needs to change. And I don't know if it's a fatigue, but some players have been having, I don't know. It's so frustrating, so bloody weird. But yeah, Ten Hag said he's not accepting bloody fatigue though as an excuse, as he shouldn't. I'm just more frustrated than I am angry, to be fair. I'm not as angry as I was after the Liverpool game, because I was kind of expecting it. I'm just really disappointed at this moment in time with this team. Joke. We need a response. And a win over Brentford is a huge win, and it's a big way to respond. So if we beat Brentford, I think it would give us fans. I think if we beat Brentford, it would give us Manchester United fans kind of time to believe in the team again. So yeah. As I said, I feel like it would give us Manchester United fans a chance to believe in the team again with a win over Brentford, because it's a big win, and then moving on to the Everton game. So yeah, anyway, Brentford's next. It's going to be hard. I think we'll draw it, but if we can win that, be play fantastic. If we can just scrape a 1-0 win, or if we can just even scrape a win, I don't care how we win. I don't care if it's a jammy win for us. We just need to win against Brentford, because we need confidence. Hopefully United can do it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream. Thank you for watching. Speak to you in the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.